Okay, let's be real. The world of AI is moving at a crazy speed, right? New tools, new skills, new buzzwords popping up what feels like every single day. It's a lot. So, today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to build a simple, clear roadmap for the AI skills that are actually going to matter by 2026. Let's get right into it.
So, if you're looking at all this and feeling totally overwhelmed by the constant stream of AI news, trust me, you are not alone. It's literally impossible to learn everything. So the real question becomes, what's actually worth your time and energy? Well, in this explainer, we're going to give you that focus. So here's how we're going to tackle this. We're not just going to give you a long, boring list of skills. No. Think of it like a stack. Each skill builds directly on top of the one before it, creating this really strong logical structure for your learning. We're going to build this stack together, layer by layer, starting right from the ground up. All right, so let's start at the very bottom of that stack, the foundation. Before you can get AI to do anything cool or complex, you first have to learn its language. You have to get really good at speaking to it.
And I love this way of thinking about it. Mastering how to communicate with large language models isn't just some neat trick, It fundamentally changes how you think, how you research, how you write, plan, even code. It's like a 10x multiplier on your own brain power. Now, the fancy term for this is prompt engineering, but don't let that scare you. All it really means is the art of giving an AI the right instructions and the right context so it can give you back something that's actually useful and reliable. This is skill number one. It is the absolute non-negotiable starting point for everyone. And this right here, this shows you exactly what I mean. On one side, you ask a vague, lazy question, and you get a vague, useless answer. But on the other side, when you give it context, you tell it the format you want, you give it a clear goal, boom. You get a detailed, actionable analysis. It's the oldest rule in the book, garbage in, garbage out. Or in this case, quality in, quality out. Okay, so once you've got that foundation down, we're ready to move up to the next layer in our stack. Now that you can talk to AI, it's time to put it into action. This is where the fun really begins. We're moving beyond just talking to AI. Now we're going to put it to work. This layer is all about using AI tools to automate the boring parts of your job and to create brand new things way faster than you ever thought possible. Okay, first up, AI workflow automation. Just think about all those boring, repetitive tasks you have to do every single day. Copying data, sending reports, scheduling things. This skill is all about using tools to link your different apps together so the AI can just handle all that stuff for you automatically.
And this is a really, really important insight for your career. More and more, companies aren't just looking to hire more people to do manual work. They're looking to build smarter, more efficient systems. That's why learning no-code tools like Zapier and Make to build these automated workflows is becoming such an incredibly valuable skill.
Next up in our action layer, video. Think about it. Creating a high-quality video used to be super expensive and take forever. Now, it's honestly like magic. We're talking about tools like Runway and Pike, where you can just type a sentence, a simple prompt, and it spits out a finished video. This is an absolute game changer for anyone in marketing or content. And it's not just the video either, it's the audio too. You can now generate incredibly realistic voiceovers, or even create full AI avatars for training videos and presentations in just a few minutes. Tools like 11 Labs for voice and HeyGen for avatars are basically democratizing professional media production for everyone.
You're probably seeing a pattern here, right? The same revolution is hitting the world of design. It doesn't matter if it's a logo, a social media ad, whatever. Tools like Canva AI and Midjourney are turning design into a conversation. The skill isn't just about clicking buttons anymore. It's about being able to clearly describe the visual you have in your head.
All right, you've learned to speak to AI. You've learned how to apply it. Now we get to the top of the stack, actually building with AI. This is where you start connecting different AI pieces together to create truly intelligent and autonomous systems. The big idea here is something called AI agents. Now, don't just think of a simple chatbot. Think of a digital assistant that can actually think for itself. You can give it a complex goal, like research the best marketing strategies for my new product, and it will go out, browse the web, analyze what it finds, and write a full report, all on its own.
And this, right here, is the huge shift we're seeing. We're moving beyond just asking an AI for a single answer. By 2026, the real power will be in building entire systems that can basically perform jobs, like a digital market researcher who works 24/7. And for those of you who want to get your hands dirty, frameworks like Crew AI and AutoGen are the kinds of tools you'll be using to build these things.
But wait a second. For an AI agent to do anything useful, it needs knowledge, right? It needs a memory. That's where this thing called RAG comes in. Now the name, Retrieval Augmented Generation, sounds complicated, but the idea is simple. RAG is how you give your AI a perfect memory by connecting it to your own private data, your company's documents, your spreadsheets, whatever.
And I really want to be crystal clear about this. RAG is not optional anymore. It's not a nice to have. Any serious business AI application needs memory. It has to be connected to real company knowledge. Learning how to use what are called vector databases, tools like Pinecone or Weaviate, to give your AI this long-term memory is a non-negotiable skill if you want to build advanced systems.
So, okay, we've got our stack, right? Speaking, applying, and building. But there's one more thing, a kind of meta skill that sits on top of everything else and makes sure your entire stack doesn't become totally obsolete in 6 months.
And that ultimate skill, the thing that ties everything together, is simply staying ahead. It's the discipline of keeping up with the curve, because the tools we talked about today, they're going to change, but the ability to adapt won't.
And look, this isn't something you can do passively. It means you actually have to carve out time in your week to read. You follow the daily news on sites like TechCrunch and The Verge to see what's new, and then you go deeper with incredible analysis from places like MIT Technology Review. This is the discipline that separates the amateurs from the pros. Because at the end of the day, the specific tool you master today, it might be totally irrelevant tomorrow. The one skill that will never go out of style, the most valuable thing you can possibly build in this new world, is simply getting very, very good at learning what's next. So there it is. That's your roadmap. The foundation of speaking, the action layer of applying, and the systems layer of building, all wrapped up with that commitment to always be learning. The roadmap is in your hands. The question isn't what you need to learn anymore, it's when are you going to start?